Hello! It's
Evening,
us,
everybody.
a gruesome twosome.
Oh, was that you and Richard then? That's not me. Thank you very much.
The gruesome threesome.
Oh, that's even. Oh God, you can't take her anywhere. Well, you can You can twice. The second time to apologise, I think.
Hello, everybody. People are going to be on tonight because this is a surprise. You're expecting Jane, and you've ended up with me and Marcus.
Yes. Yeah. Good evening. Welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV. I think it was originally Deb's and I, and then unfortunately something happened, and then Jane was going to do it, and then unfortunately Jane's had to step down. Is she okay, Richard? Oh yeah. So can we send out our healing thoughts to Jane, please? You know, especially tonight, and hopefully we can have a good night. We can have a picture round, I think, and we did.
Yeah, we'll give it a go, won't we?
Yes, why not? Why not? We'll get the energy levels up. I'm over COVID now. I've had 2 negatives, so.
And poor old Richard's not very well, so we put him under a bit of pressure to, take his mind off it.
Yeah.
Put Richard under more pressure, so that'll please him. Say hello to us if you're there. Say hello to us. Tell us where you're from if you're new.
And especially if you're new, and as Deb said, if you just say where you're from, just so we can see how far we're reaching, because Spiritual Psychics TV, we have viewers from all around the world, and it's lovely, especially when our American friends sign on, isn't it? And Australia.
Yeah, all over the place. Even Coventry, where Marcus is from.
Well, sent to Coventry. And there's a little story there. Does anybody know why they used to say sent to Coventry? It was to do with the English Civil War, and there was a prison in Coventry, and they used to send the prisoners to Coventry. So
there you go then.
There you go. A little bit of history.
You learn something on SPTV every day, don't you?
Yeah. So, wherever possible, if you can give us feedback, if we go on a lot, giving you messages and linking into spirit, wherever possible, just try your best to give us feedback, and then hopefully that will sort of build the link a little bit stronger, because we've done this quite often, haven't we, Deb? And our teams do work well together. So. Yeah,
we swap, don't we?
Yeah.
They tell us to hand over. They tell me to hand over to Marcus, and Marcus hand over to Deb.
God, you and I've got a couple of bossy ones in your crowd, though, haven't you?
They need to be able to handle me, Marcus.
Well,
so I need to be bossed about, right. You see.
And hopefully we're going to get a few of those, and and as I say, hopefully we'll have a great night.
Yeah. So all we'll do then is just have a look at the couple of the photographs. I don't know how we're going to choose them tonight. Sometimes it's numbers, isn't it? Or don't know how Richard's because Richard sorts the photographs out. I don't know how many he's got so far. You have to send your photos to that little thing. It says on there, photos at spiritualpsychicstv.online. Pictures of, go on, sorry. You need to put your social media name in the subject line so that Richard knows who to go to, so that we can get your comments up.
Yeah, we've had a couple of hiccups in the past where people have sent either an email with a picture and it doesn't correspond to any name that Richard sees. So if you just put it in the subject line, hopefully then we'll be able to tie them together. But it always goes all right anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes we don't get the people that are on the photo through first, do we?
Yeah. Well,
but the photo does help with the link. It makes the link a bit stronger.
Yeah, and I think it's not for us to decide where the information goes. It's down to spirit. And the whole idea of an evening such as this with mediumship is you were friends and you were loved ones and you were linking with them anyway. And Deb and I are just like the telephone exchange, really, and that's one way to look at it, isn't it? We just have a little chat with them, and they show us a few things, and we give you a little bit of information. Sometimes it's happy, sometimes a little bit sad, because it is life. But always remember, they come as they are. They come as they are. Because I can see you a sign in the back there that chatting with spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always say chatting with spirit or speaking to the spooks.
Yeah. I always call it having a chat with spirit. So I thought I'd get a little sign saying chatting with spirit.
Yeah.
Because that's the name of my show on there, isn't it? On SPTV as well.
And I always say speaking to the spooks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Marcus is speaking to the spooks. And Deb is having a chat with spirit.
Have we got a few hellos there, Richard?
Richard's busy sorting it all out. So we'll say a few hellos in a minute. But anyway, yeah, when we're talking to you, when we're passing on the message, if you can type up, a response to what we're saying, don't just say yes what you're saying yes to. Do you know what I mean? What you're saying yes to. And I think there's a bit of a delay as well. 15 seconds, so there's quite a bit of a delay as well. But you'll see how we work as we go along.
Oh, Lorraine Nichols, hello. Oh, I love that little cat.
Oh, cute. Lynn, hello, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Oh, USA.
Yeah, you see, they come.
That's a nice way to spell Catherine as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Keith, how are you, Keith?
Hello, Lisa. Devon Ocean Skies. Hey! I like that.
Crystal, how are you, Crystal?
Evening, Sue.
Ooh, hiya, Sue.
Try to put where you're from as well, please. Hi, Linda.
Linda, hiya, Linda. Oh, I love it. Oh, look at him. He looks very smart.
Yeah. Evening, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Oh, Mary.
Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Oh, from Dundee. Oh, hello, Natalie. Never been to Dundee.
Jasmine. Hiya, Jasmine.
Pennsylvania. Oh, good evening, Donna. Welcome. Hopefully you'll have a good night.
There's Di. Di's just had a birthday the other day.
Hello, Alison. Hello, our bestie Alison and Terry.
Yeah, Terry.
Hey, the crowd are in. Whoop, whoop,
yeah.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Casey. Hiya, Casey from London. There's a few people I don't recognise, so there must be some new ones
evening,
on
Wendy.
here. Alice. Hello, Alice.
How do you send the photo? If you send it to photos@spiritualpsychicstv.online, and just make sure your name's in the subject matter, please, Liz. It's just on the bottom. You should be able to see it on the bottom there. Chrissy
Wheatley.
Oh. And Tracy. Again, it should be on. Kelly, coming up soon. Kelly. Our in-person thing to get together, Kelly.
Claire. You never know. Sometimes you see what spirit.
A photo of what? Siobhan. Anything really. Usually people, someone in spirit. You you could send it over cake if you want. Or
sometimes.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, sorry. Delilah. That was a joke, by the way. New York. Oh, Delilah. Oh, wow. Hello, American friends. Evening, Maxine.
It is photos, but sometimes it does go that somebody will come through that you haven't sent a photo as well. So,
yeah,
you never know. Spirit might pop in with somebody that hasn't sent one in. Hiya, Jade.
I have to apologise because if I cough tonight because I've gone a week with COVID and I'm over COVID and I haven't coughed at all. But tonight I just cough and I don't know if this is me or. I've got a guy here with a shoulder roll as well, so I'm hoping it's going to link in. The guy's making me do a shoulder roll. I'm thinking, come on. Come on. Good evening, Jade. I'm here
Perhaps,
as well.
perhaps while Richard's sorting the photos, you ought to give it out, Marcus, and see if
Yeah,
we can take it.
I've got this.
Get rid of
I've
it.
got this guy, and he's making me shoulder roll a little bit. And I'll be totally honest with you, it was a bit of a habit, and you know, not so much Tourette's, you know, where people do a little bit, and they twitch a little bit. I'm not saying it was full blown Tourette's, but it's that type of feeling. And he's around me at the moment, you know, and I'm just saying, well, I'm waiting for a photo, mate. You know, step back a little bit, and he's going, why?
Yeah,
yeah. And with that, I've got a name John as well. So just while we're waiting for a photo, I'm not saying this is John, but this would, you know, someone this side should link with a John in spirit that had you know, where they have the operation and there's like a little bit of a hole there.
Oh,
what do they call that?
Is it a tracheotomy?
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, it was. There was an operation there. There's the name John and the guy that's got that. Oh, here we go. Whew, God, who's this for? Who's this for? I'll tell you now. You know, I'm not saying. Julie Hay. Okay, Julie. As I saw this photo, Julie, I've got a different cut.
Carry on with your communicator though.
Yeah, well, yeah, because when I looked at this photo, I got a different energy, a totally different energy. But I'll tell you now, the guy in the photo's got was a bit chesty as well. But going back to this, I don't know if anybody can take this. You know, it's a contact that, as I said, it was a little bit, seemed like Tourette's, but the name John, definitely the name John.
I'll tell you what, Marcus, my brother's John, right? He's here though. My brother's John is here, and he's got problems with his shoulder, and he has to have keep getting it put back in.
Oh, right, okay.
I dare say it's not for me.
Does he do that then?
I don't know. But he's had a problem. He's had problems where he's had to go to hospital because his shoulder comes out.
Oh, wow. Look at Sandra. Hello from Missouri. Hello.
Sorry.
Good afternoon from Phoenix, Arizona. We've got some, the photo that's on the screen, we can't find the person who it's for. So we... Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, can I just throw this one out then? Can anybody take someone in spirit that had a what did you call it, Deb? Tracheotomy?
Something like that. Tracheostomy.
Yeah. Anyway, so sort of had a space there anyway where they had, you know, and they used to. I'm not sure if they, the type of sound I've got in my head is, you know, when you put something in like that type of thing. I think they used to use one of those things.
Press it. Do they press?
Right. So we might gonna have to park this one because Julie Hay is linking into this photo. So unless someone else can link with this guy that had that, and okay, well, specifically the name John would link with it, and a lady that used to say that, and she died at the age of 81, she said. She died at the age of 81. It's so weird the way they do it, isn't it? Weird the way they do it. So should we work on the photo first and maybe go back to this other link anyway?
Yeah.
So this is for Julie Hay, yeah? Yeah, Julie Hay, if you are, could you like and follow on the site so we can see your comments? So as I linked it, do you want to go on this? There.
Carry on.
Yeah,
if you've got him already.
Although I was getting all these different feelings, and I just think, you know, all different, you know, different energy coming. When I saw this photograph, I did have a bit of a chesty thing. Now I know he's got like animals there, but I feel that this particular person used to be a bit chesty and have, you know, not a huge amount of difficulty breathing, but did suffer and couldn't. Good evening, Julie. Hopefully we're linking in. And well, what he's just shown me now is a little bit of a dribble as well. So he just made me dribble a little bit down here. So I don't know if that means something, Julie. Julie, you should be able to link with 2 birthdays in June, an anniversary of a gentleman's passing in October, this guy, yes, he did have a budget. This guy, I tell you now, Julie, do you know? And I'm not just saying this. And Deb knows me. Sometimes I say things a little bit, you know, and I filter a bit. And I don't like to say things that, oh yeah, any medium can say that. But I'll tell you now, this person inside was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The inner soul of this person was so altruistic. And I've never ever said that in over 30 odd years I've been working as a medium. It's just that feeling that he gave me. He put the feeling on my chest, but it's as if his soul used to shine. And that means something. He just told me, he said, soul, the soul shines. He used to say that, Julie. Either, oh, her soul shines or that person shines. So that should mean something to you, Julie. Over to you, Debs. Don't forget the October, by the way, the passing.
Yeah, October. Yeah, I got May for you, Julia, as well. He's talking about the month of May, and he's also talking about he's talking to me about trains, Julia. So somebody had a love of trains or like to go on trains a lot. He's talking to me about that as well. He's come, he says, because there is an anniversary of a passing coming up. He's talking about that as well. So there's obviously this anniversary of a passing. And he wants me to give you some red roses, a great big bunch of red roses. He's not telling me what for, but he just wants to give you these red roses. He's talking about you've been thinking about him, as we do. So you've been thinking about him a lot. And he's been mentioned in a conversation recently, he says. He's talking also about a move of house, and he's just said to me, there's a move of house for somebody in the family, he's saying, somebody in the family, there's a move of house. Okay, so watch for that as well. He's talking about Amanda down here, so if you know an Amanda, you know, it's either because there's healing needed or you're going to have a contact with Amanda. He's just saying, I've seen Amanda. I think this must be a memory, Julia, because he's talking about everybody jumping on a sofa, you know, where we all gather on a sofa together, you know, all cuddle up together. He's bringing a memory of that as well. He's talking about for some reason he's talking about swaddling a baby as well, but I don't know what he means by that. I don't know whether that's a memory or something. He just said swaddling a baby. He wants to give you the Isle of Wight as well. He's talking about the Isle of Wight, talking about that as well. I don't know if you do this, Julie. He's making me do this, so I don't know if somebody, when they talk, they do this. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I've got that wrong. You know, like Harry Potter, he's put a wizard, a wand in my hand, and he's doing a bit of this to cast some spells or something. So I don't know if he's been watching somebody, and that's why he's doing that. But he's doing this kind of thing around you. He's obviously been watching somebody, and he's talking about swimming for the youngsters. He's saying swimming for the youngsters, but he's talking about swimming lessons. So there's that going around you as well, that he's been listening to as well. Somebody's moved his photograph as well. In fact, he's just told me that about copying a photograph as well. All right, copying a photograph. So watch for that. I don't know whether he means somebody's already copied his photograph and give it to somebody, or somebody's going to ask about a copy of a photograph. So watch for that as well. You got something, Marcus? Yeah.
Just as you know, when you were doing that little bit, there's someone this side, Julia. You know, when somebody's got a pen and they click in it like that, and it can be a little bit irritating. You know, when somebody does that with a pen. But also, Julia, I don't know if it's you or someone around you that clicks their nails. because he's talking about that as well. And he said, don't forget the gentleman's passing in October. Don't forget. That's a lovely bit of feedback. Yeah. The thing is, Julia, and again, he showed me a little bit of dribble down here, so that should mean something as well. I don't know if somebody used to sort of dab it or whatever. And who is it, Julia, this side, that always dropping things? Always dropping things. Drop a pen, drop this, drop that, drop that. It's as if he's saying, you need to concentrate a bit more. You need to concentrate a bit more, because just not bad things, but just as if where the concentration's not there. So there's a situation around you at the present time and moment that you really need to concentrate a bit more. And is it you that squints, Julia, like that? Because he's just showed me somebody squinting. But again, he's put this dribble down. Just had his photocopy. Oh, okay. It's this dribble, and there's someone this side's got problems with the nasal passage, he's telling me, and just went nicely. Just went nicely. And I feel that I'm feeling this guy. It could be a different energy. I'm not trying to make it fit. I've just got just went nicely. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you, Deb.
He's talking about the Eiffel Tower, Julia. So there's going to be a link to somebody going over to see the Eiffel Tower. And with that, he's also bringing in somebody around you, a little person around you, a child or somebody like that. He's very good at French, or was very good at learning French. And he's bringing that in as well. He's aware of that. He's just said to me, Betty's here with me. So you should understand Betty up there as well. And also Arthur is in spirit as well. Arthur wants to say hello to you, but he's just an unusual one. Oh, he's just given me the name Marilyn, and I said Marilyn, and then he says Marilyn Monroe, and he said to me, do you know the? I don't know if you've seen it. You know, she stands over kind of a drain or something, and a skirt goes up in the air.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
I don't know if is it a drain or something? It's something, isn't it?
It's an event, drain.
Drain. Yeah. But anyway, Julia, if you know, he's showing me this, and with the skirt going up in the air, and he's showing me that, he says, because there's a memory somewhere of somebody's skirt actually doing the same thing, just going up, and so I can see somebody holding it to try and prevent it from going up in the air. So he's got that memory as well. He's having a bit of a giggle about that. He's just talking to me about somebody that's got lovely blue eyes down here. He just said to me, somebody's got lovely blue eyes down here as well. Anything more? Watch for spiritual things going around you, Julia, in your house, because he's talking about trying to get you, his words are trying to get you to realise that he's around. So it's like tapping pictures so they go on the slant on the walls, that type of thing. That's what he's making me do, and things moving. So watch for that kind of thing as well going on in your house. So just trying to let you know he's around. Anything else, Marcus?
No. They just told
before we go, Julia.
They just said move on. Somebody just said move on.
Just move. Just watch yourself as you step down off a curb. We don't want you falling down. It's if you're losing your balance when you're stepping off a curve. Onto a road. Just mind you don't lose your balance. That's what he's saying. Just wants to blow your kisses. So just know that he's around. That's why he's come for, to let you know that he's here and he's around and about. That's it. Okie dokie. There you go. Then
the next photo, please, Richard.
He's ready.
Angina.
She's lovely, isn't she? I mean, I like all of them. I like all the spirit people, but I've gone straight to her.
Yeah. Do you want to start? Because I just picked up angina straight away.
Go on, you start if you want to start. If you've got angina.
Do we know who this is for, Richard, please? Jasmine Brown. This is for Jasmine Brown. Hello, Jasmine. Soon as I saw the photo now, quite often, as Deb said at the beginning, it might not be the particular person but I got as soon as I saw the photo, I got angina, and it was the tightness of where the breathlessness after exertion. So I don't know if it's with this person or the another communicator in spirit, but somebody used to suffer with exertion, with the get the pains, then they used to settle down a little bit, and then they were okay. Oh, yeah. And someone this side that says, yeah. And I've just got that in my mind. So there's a situation in and around you at the moment, Jasmine, that somebody's just getting fed up about. And I really feel this. Oh, wow. Jasmine, you get quite warm. Because this person's coming now, and it's as if they put in a lot of heat around my head. So you feel like the little tickly bits and the little tickly things on your throat and everything else. And someone this spine, their lower back, God, they're giving me the pains now. Lower back, this, but 2nd of March, 1st of December, birth weight of £7 1 ounce, and it just said chat to spirit, and I said, well, that's Deb's.
She's just said to me, I'm a nan, so I don't know whether she's actually your nan, Jasmine, or somebody younger than you, but she's saying,
she recognised the angina. Thank you very much for that, Jasmine.
There you go. She's talking about being a nan, but the first thing she's showing me is a silver chain, so I don't know whether she means she had a silver chain. And she's talking to me about daisies as well. She likes her daisies, and she's also saying that the name Daisy will mean something to you as well. She's talking about that. She's talking to me about January means something to you, so anniversary, birthday, or a passing. She's talking about, she's very family orientated, but she's a very strong lady as well. And she says, I like to give my opinion sometimes, and that's exactly what she said. I like to give my opinion sometimes.
That's an understatement.
Sometimes, yeah. But that's how she's put it. It's quite polite, isn't it? I like to give my opinion sometimes, she's saying. She's talking about somebody called Sarah down here. Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you, Jasmine.
Good.
Thank you.
She's talking about Sarah down here, something going on around Sarah down here. And this lady's also talking about Margaret in spirit as well. So Margaret wants to be remembered to you as well. And also the name Stan. She's talking about Stan as well. She wants to give you, right, okay then. Yes, my grandma died. Okay. She's talking about giving you, she's actually just giving you, before she went back to the daisies, giving you a bunch of daisies, but she's also wanting to give you, she's changed them. She's changed them now into bluebells. And I think that must be a memory. I'm walking through the bluebells as well. So she's talking to me about that. So there must be some memory there as well. Oh, she's given me a box of milk tray, Jasmine, the milk tray chocolates, but she's opened them. And when some chocolates kind of, they're going out of date and they go white, they've got that white kind of stuff on them. She's got a memory of that, these chocolates that didn't taste very nice because they're by their sell-by date. So I don't know what she means, but I'm sure you'll find out.
She loves a bargain.
Yeah, she likes a bargain. She's just given me a nice sticker rock for Blackpool, she's saying as well. So there's a connection to Blackpool as well. And she's talking about Wensleydale. I don't know is that a place? Wensleydale,
yeah, it is, yeah.
A place. So I don't know where about it is, but she's talking about a knowledge of Wensleydale. She also wants me to give you, I had this the other day and I nearly didn't give it. I'm glad I didn't. Flower Down. I don't know what she means. Flower Down. Flower Down by me is a bridge just down the road from me. So the name Flower Down will mean something to you, and also Harrison will mean something to you. Are you trying to butt in, Mark?
No.
Somebody just said to me you want to butt in.
Because as she's giving you stuff, she's giving me stuff as well. And I'm thinking,
somebody's spirits just said they're trying to butt in. Marcus wants to butt in, so it's because they're giving you stuff at the same time.
Yeah,
you carry on for a second. Go on.
Right. It's because, you know, when you were talking about the chocolates, she said, well, I love to bargain. I love to bargain. Now, Jasmine, there's someone this side that suffers with migraines and visual distortion. And, you know, what she's, I know she's got glasses on and everything else, but she's making me fiddle with my glasses. But you should recognize this, that this lady used to, you know, when she used to get a little bit wound up, I say wound up, but not angry, but when she wanted to get a point across, she used to put her neck out and sort of come forward a little bit, and she made me do that. And she said, well, I did love a bargain. Oh, I wish you hadn't have told me that. I wish you wouldn't have told me that, because you should be able to take the name Wendy. And when they gave me Wendy, my friend Wendy used to have a bed and breakfast in Blackpool. You should be able to take them in name Wendy as well. And I know that you give the feedback, and you said they got the £7 1 ounce, but also she used to do that. Like, it's a physical. I feel it was a physical thing. I'm sure it was her or someone in spirit, because she just changed the way I was talking. She went, like that, and just nice character. But I'll tell you now, Jasmine, someone has to get off their high horse. That's what she's telling me. And again, I feel that she used to use that physical terminology. Oh, somebody needs to get off their high horse. Somebody needs to get off their high horse. But she is sending some healing as well, because there's someone this side that needs a little bit of healing. And I'll just pass back to you, Deb.
Yeah, with the knees. I forgot to get you reminded me to tell Jasmine about somebody's knees are playing up, because she was giving healing to somebody's knees earlier on. And somebody does this a lot. I can't show you very well, but they do this when they're thinking or talking to somebody, Jasmine, because she's doing that with me as well. She's bringing that to me as well. She's just saying, oh, there's a baby coming around you as well, Jasmine. She's bringing the baby. But this Nan here, she had healing hands as well. She's talking about having healing in the hands.
I think that's why she's sending the healing.
Yeah. But you've got healing in your hands, I think, as well, Jasmine. I don't know if you read the cards or something like that, but she's talking about reading the tea leaves with you. She wants me to give you the cup to read the tea leaves as well. So I don't know if you have a go at that or you want to go at that, but she's passing them on to you. She's just said to me, I've got Bob up here with me as well, so you should understand Bob. And there's also a lady, she said it's a friend. She's got a friend up there with her called Mabel as well. Mabel's here, but I don't know if you're going to know her, but because she said to me she might not know her, but I've got my friend up here with me as well. She wants me to give you a little Battenberg cake, you know, those little ones. She's just wanted me to give you one of those for some reason, whether you like it or she does, but she's passing on the Battenberg cake. You should smell her around you. Oh, right. She's obviously watching you at the same time then, isn't she? Yeah. She's making me read that, which puts me off. She says, read the comment. She just said to me, read the comment, because I don't usually read it. I have to be told because I'm too busy concentrating. But she wants to send a love. She says a lot of thoughts have been sent up to me, she says, because there's a need for healing around you. She's talking about the need for healing. Also got a lovely collie dog in spirit with her as well, so you should understand the collie dog. Also Dot. She's got a lot of people up there with her, Jasmine, keeping her company, because she's talking to me about Dot. And she's just made me look at your photograph. It's not the dog she's looking at, it's the grass. And she's saying somebody needs to cut their lawn. Somebody needs to cut their lawn. So I think that's all she's going to say. But she's just sending her love and let you know. She comes. Sorry, I meant to say. She comes with a lovely perfumey smell around you. She likes the roses, but she's talking about perfume. So watch for the perfumey smell coming around you as well. And apparently Grandad plays tricks, Jasmine. So I think he's going to go around your house playing a few little tricks, you know what I mean, moving things, or just a bit of a joker, the Grandad is. So watch that. All right. So I hope that was okay for you. I don't know if Marcus has got anything more.
It was just when you said the perfume, there was a memory of lavender bags in drawers and stuff like that. But can I just ask, has anybody linked in with this guy with the dad the tracheotomy and used to speak with the thing, Richard? Please. Oh, right. Could we link with that one then, please? Because he just came back. My dad had a cough and he did. Oh, he said, so, right then. Thank you, Liz, because as I said, I'm not sure if, well, I know I had two different energies there, but that was the main contact that used to make my and I'm not doing this to embarrass him in any way, Liz, but when I just read this, because I was in the army and there was a guy who had Tourette's, and it was full blown Tourette's, and I got a couple of friends that had Tourette's, and it's as if, excuse me, he just made me cough a bit, and he's going to make me do a noise, and I'm not doing it for effect or anything, Liz, but he used to go, and that type of noise, and it was that is, and he's only doing it just to prove himself. That's all he's doing. And the thing is, a lot of people got to realize that they give us these little bits just to prove who they are. Now, you will decide whether we communicate it. You will decide. But the thing is also, the energy that he's bringing is that, that he was quite a determined person. And the thing was, when whether it was like a bit of Tourette's or it was a bit of a habit or something like that, you learn to live with things. You learn to live with things. And yep, exactly that. Thank you. And I didn't do it, it was just that he wanted me to do it, Liz. And he's put a few tears on me now because he just says, this is how close I am. This is how close I am to you. This is how close, and the energy that he's bringing and the joy that he wants to bring. It's because he says that he wants to bring it, because I'll tell you now, the feeling that I've got that he wouldn't have been into this type of thing, the communication bit. But it's as if to say, I'm getting through. And when you, please, Liz, please listen to your thoughts, because you're chattering and you're missing a little bit of it. Liz, it's you this side that does this. It's you that's this side that does this when you're a little bit nervous. He's just saying. And when you never even noticed that. Well, exactly, Liz. And yeah, and what he's telling me now, he says, this is how close he is to you. Who is it that does that? Who is it that does that? And there's a lovely, lovely memory of either like a little jewelry box, or that used to have real jewelry, but then children's jewelry as well. So it's as if it's a memory where either a mother or an aunt or someone is getting ready and the child would be there, putting on their earrings and or whatever. And that's a lovely, lovely memory. And I'll tell you now, I really, really tell you now, Liz, that he's making me fiddle with my nose again. I'd say that's a little bit of a nervy thing. There's a difficult situation that just needs a little bit of extra thought, he's saying, because he would be the type that would jump in with 2 feet. He'd make the decision and then sort it out, but he's also recognizing that something's delicate at the moment. And yes, I know, but he's so close. He's so close. And the thing is, Liz, when you stop like that and you take a deep breath, just notice where your thoughts go. Just notice where your thoughts go. And it's as if there's a memory of somebody who was feverish, and the loveliest feeling was when someone put their hand on their head. And also a lady that died at the age of 87, or Pastor Deb's.
The itching of the nose, Liz, before even Marcus said that, I was laughing at him because he was doing the same as me. He was telling me, his dad was telling me, yeah, your dad was telling me that he makes your nose itch. So if you're forever doing this, there you go. That's good. So if you're forever doing this, he's trying to get your attention. Okay, he's talking about getting your attention. Now, he's also given the name Barbara as meaning something to him as well. So the name Barbara should mean something. And he wants to link you with Adelaide. So watch for Adelaide coming in Australia as well, Liz, because that's going to be a link for you as well. He's talking also about a mole on somebody's chest, just about here. Somebody's got a mole or something around this area of the chest, just a little one. He's just mentioning it. So you should be aware of that. Now, as he's making me laugh because he was looking at Marcus and he was saying to me, tell Marcus to look at what he's doing with his hands. Tell Marcus to look at his hands. And I was watching Marcus and he was doing all this kind of thing. It was really nice. It was like slow. And he was really doing something nice with his hands. And your dad was talking about somebody down here. I don't know whether they dance or they do nice patterns with their hands or something like that. But there's somebody he's been watching that does nice things with their hands, who's been watching as well. There you are, Marcus. That's good feedback as well, look.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Wow. Thank you for that, Liz. Thank you for that.
So, yeah, he's just talking about somebody's hands. He's bringing that in as well. So I think Marcus give you a lot there. So he's well connected with Marcus. But I think he likes, because I was standing there and I was feeling like he'd rather talk to a bloke than me. So I don't know if he was like that. He likes to talk to men. So he was talking through Marcus more than me. That's how I felt. But he give you the mole on the chest for somebody, but he's just sending his love. I don't know if Marcus has got a bit more now.
Yeah, I have a bit, because I really Spirit have just told me off through you, because whenever I'm teaching this, I always say, notice what we're doing. Notice what we're doing.
Because I said,
yeah. Yeah. But as you were doing the nice movements, Liz, there's someone I'm not saying it's Tai Chi. I'm not saying it's Tai Chi. But Tai Chi has got that lovely movement. Yeah. But there is someone, Liz, that you should be able to link with, does some sort of martial art. I'm not saying it is Tai Chi, but some sort of martial art. It might be Shaolin or whatever. And yeah, he was a bit of a man's man, to be honest. Yeah, it's not to say that he wasn't at ease with everybody else, but he could be moody as hell. Yeah. Oh, he liked to yak with men. Yeah, but he could be moody as well, Liz. He used to, when he got his goat up, I tell you now, he'd fall out with someone, he'd have a little drink with someone, and he'd fall out with, not fall out in a bad way, but he used to get a bit narky. And that's what he's telling me. And he used to say, oh, bloody hell. And he used to use the word bloody as well, excuse my French. But, so he used to get a little bit narky as well. And then he used to sort it out in his own head. And then everything was okay. And that was one of the problems, Liz. Because if he had a problem, what he'd do, he'd either go either out for a drink or chat or whatever. And he'd sort it out in his own head, and then he was expecting everybody else to, oh, so God, I tell you now, somebody owed him some money. He's just telling me, he said, that upset me. That upset me. Somebody owed him some money. Somebody owed him some money. I think that's all I've got, Liz. Hopefully we proved him. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. But, he could hold his own, but he could be a bit narky as well. they do. I don't know. Ready to move on, Deb? Yeah.
Yep.
And thanks for the feedback, Liz. Is very, very important. And don't forget to take his love. Take his love. All right. Ooh. What taste have you got in your mouth, Debs?
Sorry?
What taste have you got in your mouth?
Metallic type thing.
Yeah, because you went like this.
He's got Richard's picking it up as well. Metallic.
Oh, did you get it as well, Richard? Yeah. Have you? Oh, right. Yeah, because you start this with this one, Deb. It's just that I got this really metallic taste in my mouth as well, and I saw your mouth go like that.
It must be spirit going, or it's me going, oh, gold.
No, more than likely you falling asleep
does
when
he
I'm
belong
talking.
To Casey, then,
here he goes again.
Does he belong to Casey then? Does he, Richard? Hiya, Casey. Now this gent, he's talking about being an uncle. So I don't know if he's your uncle or he's an uncle to somebody else. That's how he's mentioning to me. He's just said uncle to me. Or he's talking about that. Do you know the first thing he's mentioning? Funnily enough, he's talking about nightclubs. So I don't know whether you go to the nightclubs or he went to the nightclubs, because he's talking about going out and having a good time. He's just said to me that somebody stayed in quite a lot. It's like he's telling somebody to go out and have a good time. I think that's what it is, and go to these nightclubs or something like that. But he's also talking about horse riding. Now there's a link to horse riding around you as well, because he's bringing that in, and he's talking about little uns learning to ride. So I don't know whether he means you as you were growing up, but he's just talking about little uns learning to horse ride. So watch about that as well. Now he's gone from that to making a link to a place called Horsham. I think it's Essex, because it's making me say Horsham.
It's down by Brighton, isn't it?
Essex. Don't know. Horsham,
yeah, down by Brighton.
Essex. He's bringing that in, so there must be a link there somewhere that he's bringing in. He wants to say to you, Casey, that I can't explain it unless I see it. He's holding his hand under your chin, which to me means you need to hold your head high. He's talking about building your self-confidence and your self-belief. Lacking in self-belief, is saying to you at the moment. So you need a bit of confidence built in. That's what he's bringing to you. He's also talking about somebody that's pregnant around you as well. All right, he's bringing that in as well. And he's talking about the month of August means something to you as well. Now he's talking about a mom down here that needs a bit of healing. And also, I don't know if the mom down here needs some healing, but he's talking about somebody feeling hydrated. So I don't know if it's a mom that's hydrated, needs to drink some more water, but somebody needs to rehydrate. He's just said to me, rehydrate. In fact, he's just singing that song, Polly put the kettle on, Polly put the kettle on. So somebody must like their tea as well, because he's bringing that song, saying to me, Polly put the kettle on. Somebody likes their tea around you as well. He's bringing that as well. Okay. Oh, it's just said to me, you must know, besides Marcus here, he's given me another Marcus. So he's got knowledge of another person called Marcus as well, Casey, around you. So watch for that as well. All right, it's just bringing that. Have you got something, have you, Marcus?
Yeah, when you were talking about the horses, I've got horse racing. There's a link with horse racing, and there's also an Irish link, Casey. If you could try to give a bit of feedback, because and it's ever so funny, because you know, like, I mean, at the moment Cheltenham's going on, which is, you know, we're betting, because there was someone that used to like to place it. I'm not saying he was a big gambler, and I'm not saying it's this guy, but there's someone in spirit that was definitely into horse racing. There's a horse racing, and used to slur his words a bit as well. So I know they like to drink as well. but definitely an Irish link. And when Deb was talking about Polly put the kettle on, somebody shouted 4 sugars, 4 sugars. 4 sugar, you know, it'd be like spoonfuls, wouldn't it? 4 sugars. So I don't know if you can link into that. If you can give us a little bit of feedback on that, please, Casey. It's as I'm linking into the photo, you know, the character that's coming through is a little bit of a joker as well. You know, a little bit of devilment in there. You know, like to tease people a little bit. And I'm sure I've got 2 links here. I'm sure I've got 2 links. As I'm linking to the photo, you know, there's that huge, oh my granddad Becca on the horses. Oh, right, okay. And as I'm linking into the photo, the guy on the photo, he's a bit of a joke on a, you know, and I'm sure that whether it is him or your granddad that you just mentioned, also used to like to watch boxing. You know, used to like the boxing, just sort of like a man sport. And with the Irish link, there's no ifs or buts about this one. There's a Romany link. There's a gypsy link. There's a gypsy link. There's a gypsy line somewhere. There's a gypsy line somewhere. The way he's looking at me in this photo is not the way that I done Irish down. Oh wow, yeah, there's your Irish link then. The way he's looking in this photo isn't the way that he would normally look. Oh, and it's your granddad in the photo. All right, but this is not the way he used to normally look, because he's saying if you moved around to the side, I was more, and he used to more lean back as opposed to on this one. He's more upright. He says he used to lean back like that, so he'd be nice and comfortable, and he was nice and gentle. I say nice and gentle. He was nice and gentle with the family, but I'll tell you now, if you cross this man, you know, he could not physically, but he could deal with. And he's saying I could deal with any given situation, although the marbles went a little bit. He said the marbles went a little bit, and there's someone this side, Casey, that's dealing with a lot of stress at the moment, and it feels as if they get in a little bit panicky attack, not panic attacks, but that bordering on the panic attacks, where the anxiety gets to them a little bit too much, and it's as if he wants to bring and say you just need a few strategies. There's 2 birthdays in September. There's one in March. The one in March, by the way, there's 2 in March. The important one is the 13th. It was the 13th of March, and he's giving me a terrible headache. He's really, really giving me a pain in the head. Really pain in the head. And I think that means something. I'm not going to put an interpretation, because he says, go to the lovely lady. Oh, he just called you a lovely lady because I think he had a bit of a velvet tongue as well.
He's the only one that calls me lovely. I'll tell you what he's giving you, Casey.
You are a hard done by person, you. She's always fishing for compliments, our Debs. Sorry, anyway, Debs.
I need a boost. You know what he's giving you, Casey? I'm totally going to change it to lovely now. Not. He's giving you, he said to me, rattlesnake. Give her a rattlesnake. And I says, what are you giving her that for? He says, be aware that there's a snake in the grass around you. All right, so just be aware of that, a person around you that isn't quite what they seem. Okay, so there's a bit of a snake in the grass. And he says you'll know who it is because they're always listening. They're always kind of listening to your conversation. So watch for the snake in the grass that's around you, Casey, that he's talking about. He's also he's changing the subject now. This is a woman, by the way, the snake in the grass. He's talking about walks by the canal. All right, so he's got memories of walking by the canal as well. He's talking to me about that. And he's also talking about a dog that used to swim in the canal as well. So he's bringing that memory for you as well. Someone used to take the dog for a walk and it used to end up in the canal having a bit of a swim. He's bringing that around you as well. Wants me to give you Swanley Bridge. I know it is a marina, so I don't know why he's giving me that, but wants me to give you Swanley Bridge. I can't remember where it is. You might have to look it up. Swanley Bridge. He wants me to give you that anyway, and walks by the canal. But that's all I've got, I think. Just sending his love. I don't know if Marcus has got anything else. But he's just sending his love.
No. He, as I said, you know, he really, it was just this pain that he put on my head, and I wasn't sure if it was him or whatever. But I've just got someone singing the Yellow Rose of Texas in my ear, like all now. So and I don't feel that's with Casey. I don't feel it's with Casey.
That's it then.
We had some American friends, somebody from Arizona and somebody from New York, but
yeah,
I don't know if anybody's got a link with Texas.
Texas. There you go. So I hope that was okay for you.
Yeah, hopefully people are enjoying it. As you can see, the way Debs and I work together, you know, she tells us what to do and we say yes.
I wish. Yeah. I'm a rose between two thorns. I am a rose between two thorns.
Oh God! Oh my! You don't have pull at the heartstrings, Deb. I tell you, you don't have pull at the heartstrings.
We're going to do some adverts now.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, demonstration of mediumship with somebody. In fact, tomorrow is spelt wrong. Look.
Oh.
Karen Davies on tomorrow night. If anybody wants to join us on SPTV, 8 o'clock. Be there or be square. We used to say when we were young.
You're a poet, and don't you know it? A rhyme
so we can't see half the thing. Something. Saturday, the 11th of June, is the Mind, Body and Holistic Fair at Waterlooville Community Centre. If anybody's near that way, that looks good. Yeah, there you go. There we go then. Happy Friday from Sabrina, if he's still here. We're not sure whether he's still there because I think we're not getting some of the comments on Facebook. It's a bit funny tonight.
Yeah, and those on Facebook, don't forget to like and follow as well so we can see your comments.
Yeah,
and don't forget to share out as well, because, you know, don't forget everything on Spiritual Psychics TV is free, and Richard works so hard. And what we want to do is get out to as many people as we can. Hopefully you're enjoying this evening. Debs and I work together. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's one for you, Debs. That is definitely one for you. That is definitely one for you, Debs.
Yes! One of my, police family. We call ourselves police family. He's lovely, but then I'm a bit biased. He's a lovely family man as well, I think, by the look of it. Loves his family, do anything for his family. Describing himself as misunderstood. I don't know what he means by that, whoever this lovely gent belongs to. Describing himself as misunderstood. Oh, it is actually Sabrina. Okay, then. Lovely family man, Sabrina, describing himself as misunderstood, but he's got a bit of a good sense of humour as well, so I don't quite know what he means by that. He's having a bit of a giggle, Sabrina. He's just said to me, yeah, I was bullied by the women. So I don't know whether he had a lot of women around him, but he's a good laugh. He's having a good laugh. He's got all his medals on. Obviously, he's just pointed them out to me, made me look at his picture. He's lovely. It's making me okay. To you, Sabrina, it's made me go. So this is you. He's saying that he's seen you do this kind of thing. You know what I mean? As if he's describing you as a bit browned off. You know what I mean? A bit fed up. Down in the doldrums, he's talking about somebody being down in the doldrums. But he's talking about, he's giving you books, Sabrina, which means study to me. So you're going to be off studying somewhere, because he's just said to me, there's so much more that you can achieve. Okay. But you need to build your confidence. He's saying you need to build your confidence in yourself. He's talking about that. And he's talking about your confidence has been knocked a little bit as well, Sabrina. So I don't know what's happened. He's not telling me, but he's saying the confidence has been knocked a little bit and it needs rebuilding. He's also saying that you're picking up spirit around you as well. So he comes around you quite a lot, but he's talking about you picking up spirit. So you should know when there's somebody around you. There's somebody in spirit called Arthur that wants to say hello to you, Arthur. And also a strong smoker in spirit. So you may smell smoke around you, because he's talking about you being able to smell smoke. So when you smell your smoke, Sabrina, say hello, because there's somebody up there. In fact, there's somebody up there that smokes so much they have the brown patches between the fingers. Okay, so you should be able to find out who that is. He's talking about that. He's also talking to me about a wedding coming up around you as well. So watch for the wedding. And he's talking about August. The month of August means something to you as well. And also July he's talking about means something to you as well. He says, I've got Betty up here with me. Betty wants to say hello to you, and also Albert up here wants to say hello to you. He's making me laugh. He's just said to me, I'm policing the skies. And that's exactly what he's come out with. He says, I'm policing the skies. Making me laugh. But he's also telling me with policing the skies, he's now gone to a link to the RAF as well that you'll find in your family. He's talking about the link to the RAF. Now, he's going to make me go to Marcus, because I think Marcus had that and I've just shouted it out, the RAF link. All right, so I'm going to pass you on to Marcus now, because I think he's got something.
It wasn't RAF, is because this is why I said it was one for you, because I picked up forces. I picked up forces, and I'm sure there is a link to the RAF, but I picked up army. I picked up army, and this is why I stepped back, because I said, "Oh, it's a police, it's police." Because, and I'm not sure if it was this guy or another guy. Because as soon as I saw the medals, I picked up army, and I thought, well, no, he's a policeman. But
he might have been ex-military.
Yeah, and definitely military link. Definitely military link there, Sabrina. And as Deb's picked up on the Air Force as well, I picked up army. So there will be links to all the different forces, and also someone who was a Freemason as well, because I got a Freemason link. And no easy way of saying this. There's somebody smoking the wacky backy. I get this a lot lately. There was someone that Sabrina, that is smoking the weed. They are smoking the weed. They are smoking the weed. And it's. I'm not 100% sure I'm linking in this guy, because I'll say I've got a military link now. If he used to be military before he was police,
naval,
the naval senior service, yeah. I know I said military links, but definitely army. I've got a contact.
I've got all of them, you see, because I've said RAF, you've said naval. So there must be strong military links in your family somewhere.
Strong military links. Definitely strong. But Sabrina, who was the Freemason? I've got a Freemason in spirit. But we're because obviously he's got police uniform, and when Debs was saying he's policing the sky, I just said, well, he ain't policing this side, because there's somebody smoking the wacky backy. You know what I mean? But just to give a little bit of information of what I'm getting, whether it's validated or not, Sabrina, You should be able to link. You should be able to link with a lady in spirit that had a mastectomy. And she was on a lot of treatment. She went into remission a couple of times, but unfortunately, it did take her. She draws close to you. She's at times, Sabrina, you find yourself rocking. Either rocking forward, and it's a little bit of comfort, and I just feel as if, just do it. Just do it. That's what they've just said. Just do it. If any of this links in, Sabrina, just do it. You've already made the decision. Whatever it is, just do it. You've already made the decision. That's all I've got there, because I've still got this Texas link.
We'll find it. Few more little bits, Sabrina. I was thinking that, that advert for the makeup, Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know why you said that to me, whether you use Maybelline or there's something about eyeline. Oh, hang on. He's talking about mascara, but he's also talking about somebody that used to put the eyeliner going up at the side of their eyes as well. And that's why he's talking about maybe it's Maybelline. So you must have knowledge of that, or he's been watching somebody. Oh. He's talking about acting, Sabrina. So he's talking about somebody around you having to put makeup on to go into acting. So watch for that coming up. Somebody on the platform, on the stage or something, having to do all the makeup ready for their acting on the stage. He's bringing that in as well. And he's talking also, he just said to me, bronchial infection. So somebody's had a bronchitis or something like that, or has got this bronchial infection that he's been talking about, and he's made a note of that. He's been watching that as well. Talking about, he's just said to me, first of all, he gave me Stephen, and then he changed it to Stevens. So I don't know which one he means, either Stephen or Stevens connection down here as well. And also, somebody's going to be wanting to go to Florida. He says somebody's got the link to Florida who wants to go, and also somebody wants to go on a cruise as well. He's been listening to that information as well, or that conversation about going on a cruise. Also, he's been listening to a discussion about somebody wanting new carpets and also retiling the kitchen or something. So somebody's going to be wanting to do that. He's just saying, I'm listening to these conversations going on, but he's just coming to send his love. He just wants to let you know he's around, or I'm confirming I'm around, he's saying. I'm confirming. In fact, his medals, somebody's got them out recently to have a look at them, he says. Somebody's actually been looking at his medals recently, so you'll find that out as well. Thank you for talking to me, he says. Somebody talks to him as well. Thank you for keeping my name alive, he's saying. As if we wouldn't anyway. But thank you for keeping my name alive, he's saying. He's going now, but before he went, he's just said, I'll be back, like Arnie Schwarzenegger. And he's just gone. He's just said, I'll be back. So we'll be back again, Sabrina, no doubt, to say hello to you. So I hope that was all right for you. Marcus has still got his man with him, haven't you?
I got this song Yellow Rose of Texas going on in my mind, but then I just saying, well, we're dealing with photos tonight, and I've got a guy who died in a car crash, aged 25, and the thing was that his nan was there in spirit when he went to spirit, and I got a couple of names. I got the name Harry, but I also got the name Jack, and this should link with someone this side that can take the birthday on the 4th of October. So whether it's placed or not, it's not. It's just he's on my back a bit, to be honest. This lad, I didn't realize it. I thought, oh, is it somebody from Texas or whatever? But it was, I'm sure this is an American link. Sure it is. So I don't know if we can throw that out. If anybody can take that, they were showing me all the different you know, the things that you think, my aunt and cousin are from Texas. Oh, Tina. Oh, wow. Okay. Do you mind if I just give you information, see if you can take any of this, Tina? I've got a 25. There's the guy that's communicating is telling me he was 25-year-old and he died in a car crash. And I'm not saying that this is either of his names, but he gave me the name Harry and he also gave me the name Jack. And a link with the 4th of October as a birthday. And to get me to the Texas thing, it was literally singing the Yellow Rose of Texas all the time. And you know, when they show, you know, they use terminology like turkey. My daughter's birthday's on the 4th of October. Oh, wow.
Different one, isn't it? Different person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably got a few links there, Marcus.
Yeah, yeah. But, 4th of October, is it? Harry's your uncle. All right. Grace, can I work with you? If you've got the 4th of October and Harry's your uncle, then if you don't mind me, we're working with you just for a while, okay? Because what you got to understand, Grace, it is the 25-year-old that's the communicator, okay? And that's the one we're trying to prove at the moment. I can give you other little bit information. The Yellow Rose of Texas means something, definitely. And the thing is also, that, you know, if you ever find this 25-year-old, his nan was there. But the significant thing is that there was alcohol involved. Not mine, not mine.
I reckon you've got two people, Marcus. Couple of links, I reckon.
Yeah, there's a possibility because of the communicators of the 25-year-old, and I'm picking up some of the other stuff.
They've just told me people are jumping in because they're knowing we're nearly finished. There's a few coming at you at once trying to give the info.
Yeah. I'm just going to give the information on the 25-year-old because he's the communicator. I sent a photo, thought that what you were picking up. Yeah. I haven't seen your photo, Grace. Yeah.
Sometimes we don't need the photo, do we?
No, you know,
sometimes
the photo's irrelevant. The photo's irrelevant. It's the information that's important. But I'll try to separate this because you can take the Harry and the 4th of October. Okay, let me just deal with the communicator first. The 25-year-old guy died in the car. His nan was there in spirit. My son was 18 and his pa was killed in a car smash. Okay, this is a 25-year-old, Grace. Okay, and there was some sort of drink or substance, whatever. And I'll just park that and go back to the 4th of October and the Harry. Okay. It's either going to be right or it's going to be wrong, Grace, and we're not going to make it fit. We're not going to make it fit. There's a situation within the family unit or the family line where there was a breakup because of someone's infidelity. Choice of a better word. No, that's not choice of a better word. That's what happened. Someone was unfaithful, and it didn't just split the people, it split the family. It's because everybody was so close to each individual of the partners that there was so much upset, albeit the person made the mistake and that part broke up. It also broke up the other part of the family as well, which is so sad because it's as if everybody's hurting and then somebody says something, tries to make amends, and then something else is done, and it just seems as if there's a situation where they can't pull it together. and I really feel as if Spirit want to try to pour oil on troubled waters. Just want to pour all the troubled waters. And there's also a memory, when I said oil, there's also a memory, you know, when someone's under a car and they're changing an oil filter or something like that, there's a little bit of a funny thing where somebody got covered in oil as well. Because, Grace, there's someone around you that's very, very slippery, because they just showed me someone slipping on oil. They're using it as symbolism. Yes, definitely family, right? And I know I'm on the right link here, Grace. And what they're showing me is that, look, you can't be a counselor to everybody, Grace. Okay, you've got to think of you, and I mean this in the way it's going to be said. You have to look at your own health and your own. You know, quite often if we get stressed, our mental health. Thank you for that feedback. You know, when you our mental health gets affected when we're stressed. The thing is, Grace, it's as if they're saying that you're carrying a few too many burdens. You're carrying other people's responsibility. And really what you need to do is pull back a little bit, get that energy level up, because there's a lot of mental stress around at the moment. And Deb's going to tell you a way forward. That's what they just told me, Deb. Honestly, 100%. 100%. 100%. They just stopped me and they said, Deb will tell you the way forward. There you go. Pressure's on you, girl.
I haven't got anything.
I didn't say you had anything. They just said...
Stay strong, actually, Jace. Stay strong. That's the words I've got for you. Is just, there you go. You've got a late husband as well. Stay strong, Grace. Keep talking to us. You've got a lot of support from Spirit, they're just saying to me. You've got a lot of support from Spirit. And also that sometimes you need to take time out as well to be on your own, they're just saying to me. The words are to take time out to be on your own and re-energise yourself. They are saying there's good things on the horizon though, Grace. Things are coming. So there's nice things on the horizon as well. There's a lady in Spirit that wants me to give you Mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl. I don't know if somebody had some Mother of Pearl or something like that, but she's just said, can you just give her Mother of Pearl? And just stay strong. Yeah, stay strong. Take time for yourself. Re-energise, that's what they're saying. So there you go, Marcus. I didn't think I got anything.
It's ever so funny. Ever so funny. You sat there and you said, well, I've got nothing.
Yeah. You used to tell us off for doing that. Of course you've got something. In circle, Marcus used to say, of course you've got something. That's
a good way of passing the buck, isn't it? You know, they're stopping me dead and they just said, oh, Deb will tell her.
Well, I didn't have anything, but obviously they were not giving me anything until Marcus passed it over. Yeah. But there you go. Hopefully that helped you, Grace.
I hope you got something out of that. Anyway, Grace, hope you got something out of that. And
so that's it.
And please remember, it was the 25-year-old that was the communicator originally. That 25-year-old. Because the thing is, quite often, just because we can't place them here and then straight away, doesn't mean that they don't get placed in the future. Thank you very much, Colleen. Hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Hope you enjoyed it.
And join us again. Join us again tomorrow night for starters. And then I'm back on Tuesday. Might as well plug myself. I'm back on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But there is a show tomorrow night, Sunday night, Monday night as well. So join us. Hope you had a nice time.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye-bye.